Good morning everyone. We are from Government Degree College, Hyderabad. Myself, Sheikh Dastagir, and our project is about comparative experimental study of thermal conductivity of different types of coated glasses. And we have done this project under the supervision of our respected ma'am, Dr. Ransandana ma'am. Why we have chosen this project specifically? As we all know, UN has decided to declare the year 2022 as the International Year of Glass. And the second reason is further, when we were in our second semester, we have done an experiment to determine the coefficient of thermal conductivity of a glass plate using Lee's method. Our main objective is to compare and identify the best suitable coating material which exhibits less thermal conductivity and which is also cost effective. And our main aim is to create the knowledge among the glassmaking industries on cost effectiveness of the thermal insulating glasses. What is thermal conductivity? This is the formal definition of thermal conductivity. To say in simple words, thermal conductivity is nothing but it is the ability of the material to conduct or transfer heat. Here we have thermal conductors and thermal insulators. Thermal conductors are a material which allows the heat to freely pass through it. For example, steel, iron, copper, aluminium, silver are good conductors of heat. And thermal insulators. Thermal insulators are a material which resists the heat. Example, rubber, wood, paper, plastic and glasses. Here we can use our coated glasses in our ceiling of the living rooms, nose tip of the rocket and cold storage in industries and in medical fields to prepare heat sensitive medicines. Now my friend Sanyam will present you the coated glasses and how we have coated them.
Using glasses and black conductor in our experiment. We have customized the 25 pieces of glass discs with a radius of 5.25 cm and a thickness of 1.5 mm. And we have coated the glasses with the efficient and low range budget of thermal insulating materials. Like this glass disc is coated with a carbon and a chrome paint. This glass disc is painted with an enamel red color paint. And this glass disc is coated with a Teflon sheet. And this glass disc is painted with a nail polish. And this glass disc is painted with a chrome. Yeah, we are coated among these glasses with an external emulsion of paint with a different type of colors like white, brown, yellow, blue and orange. These three glasses are coated with a mixture of ash with a different type of materials like enamel, nail polish and Fevikwik. And this glasses are coated with a powder like materials like sand, graphite, asbestos sheet powder and a choppies. And this glass disc is coated with a silver plus aluminium, and this glass disc is painted with an acrylic paint. And this glass disc is coated with an grease, and this glass disc is coated with an aluminium coat. I show the way we are coated our glasses in our laboratory. Like the way we are coated our glasses in our own laboratory by our oven. We are 25 pieces of glass are coated in our laboratory. We have done the experiment multiple times to get an average coefficient of each disc. From now, my friend Manasu will explain the experimental method.
The formula for obtaining the coefficient of thermal conductivity of a given wire conductor is K equal to mst alpha into r plus 2d by 2 pi r square into r plus d theta 1 minus theta 2 in calorie per degree Celsius per second per centimeter, where m is mass of the brass disc 775 grams, s is specific heat of brass material is 0.089 calorie per degree Celsius per grams. T is the thickness of disc in centimeter using screw gauge. R is the radius of brass disc in centimeter. D is the thickness of brass disc in centimeter using vernier calipers. T1 is the steady temperature of steam chamber in degree Celsius. T2 is steady temperature of brass disc in degree Celsius. We have several methods to find the coefficient of thermal conductivity of a band conductor. They are the graduate hot plate, the hot wire, the heat flow meter, the laser flash diffusibility and Lee's method. But we have choose Lee's method because we did experiment in second semester at our college laboratory with the required apparatus. The required apparatus are stove, steam generator, steam chamber, brass disc, stop clock, 2 thermometers, vernier calipers and screw gauge.
Now I am going to explain the entire experimental procedure of this experiment. Here you can see the experimental setup is kept on this table, and we have we have a stove with a hot metallic plate and a steam generator that is generator with a tube that is connected with a steam chamber, and then we have a metallic brass disc that is fixed with a diode stand, and we have a bad conductor that is coated glass, and we have a stop clock, and we have 2 thermometers. So first we need to determine these things. Firstly we have to determine the weight of this metallic brass disc. Secondly, we need to determine the radius and thickness of this metallic brass disc. And thirdly, we need to determine the thickness of this our coated glass. And now I am going to place this coated glass in between our steam chamber and metallic brass disc. So, and we have 2 thermometers. One is for steam chamber and another is for metallic brass disc. For theta 1 value, we need steam chamber. For theta 2, we need metallic brass disc value. So, after a particular amount of time, the theta 1 and theta 2 value gets constant, which is nothing but a steady state. At that time, we need to note down that reading. We need to note down the reading. After getting the required temperature, we have to remove the steam chamber, and then we have to remove our bad conductor that is placed in between metallic brass disc and the steam chamber, and again we have to keep this steam chamber. After this, we need to increase the temperature up to 10 degrees centigrade. Then after getting the required temperature, we have to stop this experiment, and then we have to remove the steam chamber, and then we have to start a stop clock and take time temperature readings for this metallic brass disc below its steady state. And finally, we have to plot a graph for time temperature. And now my friend Sriram will explain the entire calculations, readings and analysis we have done. Thank you.
After completion of the experimental procedure, we got the following values. The thickness, radius, mass, specific constant of the glass disc do not change during the experimental procedure. Type of materials coated on the glass, steady temperature of the steam chamber theta 1, steady temperature of the glass disc theta 2, and thickness of the bad conductor T, rate of cooling, that is changing temperature with respect to time. Coefficient of thermal conductivity K, these are represented in this table. Asbestos powder got the least coefficient of thermal conductivity value, that is 6.721, and graphite got the second least one, then 6.876, and ash powder plus nail polish the next 6.976. These are the different values we got for different coated glasses. Aluminum and silver got highest coefficient of thermal conductivity, that is 33.99. Yellow, orange, brown, white, acrylic, enamel, blue. These are the emulsion paints that we have coated on the glass. These yellow got the coefficient value of 11.96, orange 12.01, brown 13.26, white 22.02, acrylic red 27.65, enamel 28.26, blue 21.09. Now my friend Dinesh will conclude this project.
As the friends explained this experiment, we have achieved our objectives by coating efficient and low cost range thermally insulating materials on a glass disc, and we find both high and low thermal conductivity coefficient of different materials. After finding thermal conductivity coefficient of different materials, the glass coated with asbestos powder has shown its least thermal conductivity coefficient of 6.712 into 10 to the power of -5 Kelvin per degree centigrade per second per centimeter. And secondly, the glass coated with graphite has shown its lowest thermal conductivity coefficient of 6.87 into 10 to the power of -5 Kelvin per degree centigrade per second per centimeter. And next term, the glass coated with ash powder plus nail polish shown its least thermal conductivity coefficient of 6.97 into 10 to the power of -5 Kelvin per degree centigrade per second per centimeter. As asbestos and graphite are costlier than ash powder, we suggest you to use ash powder coated glasses for your daily applications like glass ceiling of living rooms, no strip of rockets, space stations and cold storage industries. These coated glasses used to stop heat to transfer from one medium to another medium, so that we suggest to glass manufacturing industries to prepare glass coated with ash powder better for thermal insulation than using fiber glasses, and these glasses are cheaper and eco-friendly when compared to fiber glasses, and these glasses have high durability and strength. We refer these books for our project, and we are always thankful for our commissioner, Sri Naveen Mittal sir, and our principal sir, Rajendra Kumar sir, and the person who is with us, our experiment supervisor, Dr. Chandra ma'am, for giving this wonderful opportunity.